You are good.
We're up.
We're
Just retweeted it. So I don't know. Who the hell knows what that means? I don't understand.
Nowadays, yeah.
This will be the lowest watched thing we've ever done, I think. It's first of all, it's Sunday. I don't think I've ever done a Sunday morning anything.
No.
And secondly, I don't even know what Twitter is anymore. So I don't understand it.
What's the logic?
I don't actually understand it. I don't know.
It's the dumbest thing in the world.
You can look at 600 things a day or something I saw. Is that what it is? Or?
Yeah, but it's a timeline. Like,
so, I mean, obviously they count.
They're counting every tweet that I'm looking at.
I would think I'd be done soon.
I would think 6,000 tweets would, maybe not that fast, but who gives a fuck? I don't get it. Why does it just work? I don't know.
This is what happens when, like, smart guys can get too smart for themselves sometimes. I think this is it. Like, now we're over tinkering and.
Yeah.
But even if you're verified, it's like 6,000, or if you're not 6,000, what is it? I don't.
That's what I was wondering. Is this some shady sales move where it's like you have to go get Twitter Blue?
Oh, for sure. I think that's what it is. Just say it. I don't really.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, it's like dealing with cars at this point, failing.
Yeah. I'm not. What do you? Well,
I just bailed you out.
No, that's a timing thing. Kind of like that story we were working on. That was a timing
very
thing
sus. I know that's quite sus.
That is ridiculous, actually.
I don't know. So anyway, we're here for some reason on the fucking Sunday of July 4th weekend, talking to nobody right now. But I just want to give you guys a quick update. So I think we're going to do a show Wednesday with Mike and Friday with some unknowns, and then we're going to be on the road next week. We'll do a show, I think, on the road. No?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you say so.
Yeah.
What if we missed in the last 48 hours? Anything?
Missed in the last 48 hours. Tough to say without Twitter.
Just anything in the world?
Nothing really. The network is up and running. He's got 3 shows. I see you're pretty happy with it.
Well, it's what it is.
A lot of notice me going on out of the manager, it seems
like.
Well,
so I tweeted out, it was like the last tweet I was ever going to send, I thought, was that he was on with the 420 guys. We're nice guys, I think. One of them seems very sensitive, seems like a loser, but
they're scheduled to come in, and it was interesting. I think you tweeted out some concerns about that program yesterday morning, and I received an email about an hour later. So
from one of them?
Yeah.
That guy Pat, I bet.
No, Chris.
I don't know which is which. They both nice seem guys. They both seem nice. They both seem sensitive but nice. But that's okay. But of course, there are guys who like align with guys who hate the show, but then when you make fun of them, they get sensitive. It's just whatever. I don't care. I'm sure they're nice guys. They're zeros, but they're nice guys.
Yeah, but don't you think that's the tip that they really like the show is when you critic?
I don't think it was 3 guys. I listened they gave their backstory on how they met, which nobody cares about. So I skipped forward to them talking about the show, and it's like Menners. He runs the program, the network, which is fine, but he doesn't like the show.
Yeah.
And then I remembered listening. I was like, oh, this is why we stopped doing this in the first place. Was they were bitching, not them, I shouldn't be fair. I like those guys. They're in Mississippi. They're good guys. He was bitching about us not promoting the network stuff on the main show. Like, that's not
right.
This is ancillary. It's fine, but we're not here to promote that. We're just not.
Well, but if something interesting is said, you play it. If something's interesting.
You listen to it. I didn't hear anything interesting. I watched the Mike and the Minifans. I didn't watch anything else. I haven't seen anything else. I'm sure it's all great.
Yeah.
But I didn't find anything particularly interesting. It was all good, but I wasn't like, wow, we should be reactive. And he was like, I think his example was at some point, somebody basically said that, like, Steve is smarter than you. I'm like, well, no shit. I say that every show.
Yeah.
So I was just, I'm like, oh, this is why we stopped this thing in the first place.
It did come up the other day. You didn't care. So who cares?
About what?
On. I think I said, 1, it launched. 2,
right.
What's his name that you like? I don't know. Visionless Dave was critical of me. That was 1.
Right.
What was the other thing that came up, I think?
I don't know. But anyway,
either way, if you don't care, you don't care.
No, it's not. But I mean, if something's good, we'll react. But my job, like, our job is not to be like, what's going on? And then they complain like, oh, inside jokes about North Carolina and it's just like, leave me alone. Like, why do you bitch about everything? Why don't the 3 of you just go somewhere and fucking shoot each other?
Yeah.
Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Menners is like this close to being removed. I would say soon. I would say he'll be removed by
short leash.
Yeah, he'll be removed by the end of next week.
Right.
Would be my guess. It's just not, and there's a lot of, look at me with him, you're right.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I would say so far I'd give him a D.
Yes.
Is that fair?
I definitely think that's fair. Though there is a new program, though I don't give him any credit for this, but there's a new program out tonight that seems like a good idea. Watch along program going back to the first episode.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right?
Yeah.
Daver smells great.
Daver stinks, but that's okay. And who's he on with?
That's a great question.
Okay.
Is that Danny, Bill Ricca?
Oh, I like him.
Yeah,
he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a character.
As all the Bill Ricker guys are. Yeah, so he'll yeah, that's fine. Yeah, good.
But that's a good idea. It's a unique idea.
Sure. Yeah. Go listen to it. Go listen to watch all of it. I don't care, but like it's not it doesn't help us to promote that. Like what good does that do me?
No, but if they say funny, stupid shit.
Sure, we react to it, but it's not like it's not my job.
It also like
because are whining about it on this men's day. Oh, why aren't they? What the fuck?
It also gets reacted to on Twitter typically when it works. It gets reacted to. So like Mike and the Minifans was live.
Yeah.
PGA Minahan tweets out a thing of Menners being critical with you and then doesn't. People are reacting to it live in the moment.
Rico reacted to it.
Rico did.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it works on it.
Correct. I'm saying that's a positive thing for the show that it's happening on Twitter.
There's more guys who are leeching off me. Like, what's his face? The fucking guy who works at the golf club in Worcester there. What the hell's his name? The guy who sells the ices.
Oh, yeah, Justin.
It's just another loser.
Right.
Just another leech.
Yeah.
How badly could I fuck with Justin if I mean...
You could, but it's unnecessary.
I know, but when this inevitably happens, how annoyed am I going to be?
Yeah, it's good.
A year from now or whatever, when he's hanging out with, K. Marco or something.
I feel bad. Like,
no, Justin's the most loyal.
Why does Dan have to figure that out? Why can't Dan pass that along to somebody else to figure out like how to use Justin? Dan should just be able to say, "I want Justin to work for us." And
I think the timing the other day, though, I thought of this of like being like, "Hey, could we get Justin a job?" When they were firing somebody who kind of looks like Justin. It's probably not the best timing in retrospect. And I like Doug's. I felt bad.
Yeah.
I met him at he was the main event or the co-main event at Rough and Rowdy, I think, right?
That's right.
Yes. Yeah. He's a nice guy. I felt bad
Yep.
I'm not sure what he does or didn't do or whatever. And Kelly in Vegas too, I think.
I was a little surprised by that one. It does seem like she produces a lot of content. She's gambling focused.
Yeah, I don't know if we're reaching the point where sort of the high money gambling investments now are maybe
paying off
or not. I know.
Oh, you got Chris Clemmer hitting 6 in a row. I mean,
it's true with minus 110 bets. People give me shit for my golf picks this week. I'm followers winning. That's a plus 500 bet. I'm just saying. That's 5 wins right there. That's like winning 5.
It's true.
You want me to bet minus 106s all day? Jesus Christ. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I know we will. I saw this tweet out the other night. I don't know if I mentioned this. We will be in Chicago for this Corn Ferry Tour event for Foreplay. You'll be there as well, right?
On the poster, you are. That's fantastic.
I am not. Yeah, in the background.
Yeah, but still.
And that's 5. We'll be there for like 5 days.
Yeah. So do you have any insight into what you should be doing for that?
As usual,
that never came up last week? No.
No, not a clue. No, actually, it never came up last week. I don't want to. No, we were very focused on the event that was going on.
Okay. And you're going to be able to put all issues aside with Jake Marsh and work in tandem with him?
I don't think I'll be in the booth with him.
No, you'll be in the field.
Yeah, I don't want to be. No, I don't want to be with.
Yeah, but he's going to go to you. You're going to have to go back to him, I would assume.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Well, you're going to be a big part of that, I would imagine. You'll be producing probably from me back, right? Working with me when I go back to them, I would think, right?
I have no idea. It's a great question. I'm just there for you behind the scenes. You got to record your shows while we're there for the entire month of July, it feels like. So
we got a bunch of stuff to do that week. That's a busy week. We are kind of, I would say my stress level for Plymouth is at like a 7 now. Mm-hmm. It's starting to build. And we have as always, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And to get it all on is going to be, I think.
More stressful than Portland? I think so.
Yeah, I think it's more ambitious in a way.
Yep.
Yep. Like, yeah.
Dave Coney with a top tier idea this morning, actually. That's very ambitious.
What was that?
That was my idea that just came out. I don't know where you're taking credit for it.
No. That's definitely not true.
That is.
What are you talking about? The actual thing itself.
The thing that you told me to spend the entire week on.
That was not your idea.
That was just my idea.
To pair with somebody and.
No, wait a minute. The bigger part of that idea?
Well, I mean, but that's like. Yeah, but that's like saying.
That's a
but the core idea is mine, though. Like that idea was mine. You added to it.
Well, first of all, I thought about it a long time ago. But it's
why did you articulate it?
I was very nervous to bring up those ideas.
There are bad ideas, but you should.
Yeah, but my portion of that idea makes your idea. Then, I'll give you your credit for the idea.
True. It would help it, but I don't. But you're not going to pull it off. So
it takes it to the moon.
I agree with that. But you're not going to pull it off.
All right. Yeah.
But you're not. And the other thing, you're like, I can't find anything. We'll green screen it. I'm like, Google. How about this? Oh, I didn't see that.
What do you mean? The green screen with
Oh, this thing looks like shit, the one we have. I guess maybe we can green screen you in. And I do a Google search.
it's called the green screen idea is just for a backup first of all.
And then I Google something. I'm
you
like,
think
oh,
I
and I
didn't- if
Google
you think I
something and I'm
didn't-
like, oh, there it is. You're like, oh, this must just come up
If
yesterday.
you think I didn't Google every fucking
where was that one?
possible option
Where was
around
that one?
that's a timing thing. Whether you like it or not, that is a timing
I don't
thing.
like it. You should be doing it 4 times a day.
I do it 12 times a day.
So when I just looked for the first time, it happened to be something you hadn't seen.
You must have typed a different wording or something different.
Do years around it.
I do years. I do the state before the year. I do all these different things. Yes.
You do just 1 year or different years?
Different years.
Well, then how do
Then I do multiple years. I've done them all.
How they get the one that you were like, wow, this is the best one I've
Timing.
seen?
That's what I just said to you. Timing.
Okay. Well, I'd like that to be figured out in the next 2 weeks, obviously.
Yep. Definitely.
All right.
Kind of like that Michelle Wu story. That was timing probably within 45 minutes, actually. Not that I really care about that, but
What, Turtle Boy?
yeah, Turtle Boy
did a
got the
good job.
name.
Yeah.
That name showed up on a database.
Yeah.
Like literally probably 45 minutes after he published that story.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
That's his job.
No, I know. No.
Yeah, he did a good job. I mean, I think there's a lot more to that story that we're also trying to pick through, but
It's gone. It's dead.
I don't think that's true. This is what they want you to happen. This is what they want to happen.
Yeah, but I think even some of the players want it to happen. So
I guess. Yeah. I mean, a couple people told me, I'll just say it, that Michelle Wu called and apologized to that firefighter.
Yep.
Multiple people told me that.
Heard that as well.
That's pretty interesting. What is she apologizing for? For and people have said to me, the firefighter is basically like, well, unless you're going to do this publicly, stick it.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's what I've heard. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd love to see that firefighter come out and fight, but it is what it is.
It's a tough spot. It's just such a tough spot. And it's just, it's a disaster. Yeah, so we're here Wednesday with Mike, we hope. Who's here Friday?
I know it's, I believe, Lord Kevin.
Okay.
And a gentleman named Cullen is coming in as well. Yeah.
Tell me who?
Cullen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that 420 thing, that 420 show is on?
420 show is on.
Who's on with them? Was it just them?
Just them and Bird Guy.
Oh, jeez, he's with them?
Yeah, talking weed and all
He's
that
out.
stuff. Yeah.
He's out. We're not doing that flower
Tough luck.
thing.
They're scheduled.
Flower thing is out.
They're scheduled to come in early August, I believe.
Okay. As long as I'm not here, that's fine with me. Yeah. I have no problem with that. I did a very quick cursory. I walked in here today, search of a couple of those albums. I'm going to maybe spend a minute or two after. This is not like it was in my time zone.
No.
The albums I saw.
Okay.
I saw like songs from like the 50s. And
you opened the 3 boxes? Or
no, when I was walking out, I spent 8 seconds just looking.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend 2 minutes walking out, but I have not seen anything.
Yeah, his expectation needed to be, I'm bringing in 3 boxes of records, and I'm not going to see those boxes for possibly 6 months.
Or
until
ever,
Kirk tells me to pick them
or
back
ever
up.
again. Like, what does he need them for?
We did say they were going to the trash, right?
Yeah, like what does it matter?
Right.
I don't really understand that.
Yeah. Can we just bring them we'll bring them to Plymouth, and the VIPs can rummage through them as well if they'd like. Take them home.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We have an announcement on VIP stuff later this week too, Dave, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was I going to say? Yeah. So I'm now at the point where I'm about a month in for these shows. I get super stressed out. So it's just going to be hang on for because we are going to be put through the ringer for the next month, including 5 days in Chicago, the week before the fucking thing.
Yep.
And then schedule a trip to New York probably as well for a day. So
What is New York going through a renovation? Is that what it?
somebody told me that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah, they're doing that, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you read the year in review by the CEO the other day?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very nice.
Did not read it.
Yeah.
How was it?
She seems very high on the company right now.
Oh,
Things
good.
are going very well.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that. Yeah. Fantastic. All right. Anything else from you?
No, you want me to tweet out the phone number or no? What? It's a Sunday morning.
I can't imagine anyone wants to talk to us right now. You can tweet out if you want. We'll take two or three calls, but I mean, like no one's on. Is anybody on Twitter anymore?
Yesterday was a total wash. I have to imagine they lost a lot of users yesterday. This would be a great opportunity for who was that guy who started the Discord?
I quote tweeted 2 full. I'll take 2 calls here. Oh. Who started? I don't know.
Yeah, there was a gentleman, a fan of the program, Patrick, started the KMS Discord. It's a great opportunity for it. Make a comeback.
Oh yes. And Turtle Boy, by the way, there's credit, had the full story of that city councilor too.
Yes, he did. Yep.
The normal reports are like the typical like Globe and Channel 4, like, oh, a city council got in a car accident.
Yeah.
It's like, yep, that's true.
Kid not even in a car seat.
Nope, just an absolute disaster zone. Here it is. Crashed a house while speeding with a revoked license, injuring her son that was not properly restrained. She was driving a car belonging to a BPS teacher who filmed her naked with her son after having anal sex. I'm not sure how
That's his headline. That's
fits
right.
into the story, but I'm like, wow, that's you're not seeing that at WCVB. God bless Turtle Boy. It's amazing though. Like that's nowhere else, right?
The Herald has the license thing.
Yeah, the Herald. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't want to upset the obnoxious sports fan or whatever.
Oh my God. He might be the leader in consecutive messages sent to me not responded to.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking like 70 in a row.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Nice guy.
Very nice guy. Nice guy. Yeah. Nice guy. This will lead to one of those messages like, oh, ha, ha, ha. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
As I said to Dan Big Cat, I'm like, you can keep retweeting this guy, but hold on. Because you're never letting go.
Well, that's his real account, right? That was his.
Which one's the one where he has the sunglasses and he's like, I'm not fucking around? Is that the obnoxious
Boston sports fan? That one.
Yeah. That's all.
The other one's breaking real gambling news.
He's doing a good job.
Yeah.
No one else doing it.
Yeah.
He was in with Jerry and I once. Not in, but it was just Jerry and I one day, and this guy wanted to be on the show bad. And he was on Greg's show, and he came over to see us during a break. He'd just done there for like an hour. And he came into the studio, and I sat here, Jerry sat there, and the third chair was there, say. And he walked in during the break just to talk to us, which I hated. And not him, but anybody. And he like had his hands on the chair, and he was just kind of looking at the chair and like looking at us and like talking and like looking at it. And I was like, this is not happening. I'm not
gonna
giving.
work.
I'm not giving you what you want.
Yeah.
Are they load up?
They are loaded up.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Well, hello.
Hey, Kirk. Hey, Dave. It's JJ. What's going on, man?
Good morning, JJ. Why are we doing this on Sunday morning? What the fuck are we doing?
You might as well put this on the feed just because, if you want to do an ad or something like that. No?
I don't know. Yeah. Why?
I don't know.
Shut up. Yeah. What's up, JJ?
So, Lucy Burge, you guys follow her on Twitter? She's pretty attractive, huh?
I don't follow. Why is your infatuation with this young woman? I don't follow her on Twitter.
I don't know. She gives up pretty good gambling pics, and she's always posting pictures of her in bikini. So, probably pretty good Twitter follow.
Fantastic. Yeah, it sounds like a path to huge success.
Great on Instagram as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Good for her. I don't know why she shouldn't get a bigger role in the EI.
I actually don't think she's that bad.
No,
I think she was bad when she was at EEI, but I think she's better now.
I'm saying I think there's a reason why that.
Oh, right.
Like, why did she ever try out for Danielle's job?
Yep, that's true.
Hello.
Kirk, what's up? It's Dan and Wolf, bro.
Oh, hey Dan. A lot of people think you're like sneaky the worst caller at the station on the network on the show.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I'm still a diehard fan.
I don't know. I'm not saying I agree, but I think they said that. Did they say that on the mic in the somewhere?
Somebody say something.
Yeah, I think I'm not even saying.
Menners made fun of me for being bad. Oh God, what am I going to do?
No,
the guy looks like a fucking marble.
I'm just. There you go. Well he actually does look like a marble. See that picture with his head shaved?
Yes.
He looks way. Some people look like Mutt needs to shave his head. That would give me pause. What's up, Dan?
So since Riggs rents out his Pinehurst house, do you think you would ever rent out your main house?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think I'll have Minifan staying there all summer. Absolutely.
All right, see you, Kirk. Love you, buddy.
See you. And like it's like you walk up in the stairs and it's like it says like I think it says like Mayor Riggs, some Riggs thing, and when you walk in, it's like Riggs' cabin. It's all Riggs.
Yeah, he deserves it. Bust his ass.
I mean. Sure, yeah. No, he deserves that. I'm happy for success.
I mean, I think the golf aspect of Barstool Sports revenue is insane.
Oh, the merch is crazy.
Wild.
Crazy. No, I love those guys. You know that. Hello.
Podcast Jesus on a Sunday. So I was talking to the one Dave Cullinane via email, and I'm locked on July 14th, and I just want to make sure I can confirm because I'm coming from North Carolina.
Yeah, we don't have anything scheduled that day.
I think so. I don't know. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
just
we have
making sure. Dave kind of left me on red a little bit. Just wanted to make sure it's a big trip. It's a big deal.
You are confirmed. You've been confirmed multiple times. We are good.
July 14th. Right. Friday, July 14th.
I'm getting a little nervous. It's hard to trust you.
That is the annoying part of booking Friday guests.
And by the way,
People email all the time.
I might just change my mind that day, not do a show.
That's a battle. Yeah, that's a struggle.
You know, if I've
that's why I'm nervous.
well,
Well, that has nothing to do with me.
what was that? I get a text from somebody who's like, "Hey, you want to go play this course?" I might do it.
All right, well, I guess I can just only hold out hope that you won't, Kirk.
There you go. All right. Goodbye.
I mean,
No, that
he's
sounds
definitely
like
in for a rough time.
that sounds like an annoying. Why is that?
It's just going to be a busy week. Like that, I think you might be in a mood by the end.
That's
of that
for
week.
sure. Yeah. That's gonna be a lot different than my mood on for this past Friday.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's gonna be a day from hell. Hello.
Hey, 2 questions, Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
One, how do you feel about Rod Stewart?
He's for girls.
And 2, oh.
Oh, he is.
The second question.
You don't agree with
I've
that?
been listening to the show. No, well, I'm a man, and I listen to him, so
Hey, you
I
like-
have
like-
to, I think,
like-
innately
You like Love Touch?
disagree with that.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I like the 72 album, Never a Dull Moment. Great album.
Yeah, early Rod Stewart. Early Rod Stewart. I'm with you on that. Yeah, go ahead.
For men. And
Hmm.
what is the origin of the Chad Finn enemy story? I don't think I've been listening long enough, only for about
Well, he just became like I got along fine, really well with him. I got along well with him for years, and then once things started getting ugly with the Globe, he, became everything everybody told me he was. Just trying to be a total phony. Yeah, like never, just
All right.
reported
And
things
also-
disingenuously. Go ahead.
I watched that return of the Mike and the Minifans thing. There is no chance I'm watching if Blind Mike is not on there in the future. And
No,
there's
I don't
also
think-
no chance I'm watching if Menners is on there in the
Right.
future. I don't know what the future of this thing is.
I would
Kirk.
agree. Right now, look, the network's not my business. They can do whatever they want, but it's spiraling right now, and I don't think it's savable,
No kidding.
salvageable. Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Kirk. Have a good day.
Thanks. They load up, Dave?
They're loaded
All right,
up.
we'll take a few calls in a second. Let me just say, I watched 2 episodes. Like, and you work very hard in this too. I'm grateful. These live shows, we kill ourselves. Like, I'm not understating this. Whether you like the shows or don't like the shows, trust me, there's a lot of work put into it. I do think that shows up on the thing. I watched the first 2 episodes of this Max documentary series on Smartless.
Oh, wow.
You want to vomit? Watch this.
Really?
They've taken their private planes, the 3 of them, and it's all a little cutesy, like it's gross. And they're like in their private plane eating their private food. And Jason Bateman's like, yeah, for the show tonight, it's their first live show. He's like, we should just go up there and just be ourselves. They're like, yeah, okay. And they have Bradley Cooper there. They're like, okay, we'll have a good time. I'm like, oh my God, what a break.
Well, they're lucky at the live shows. They get to know who their guest is going to be in advance, so they get to actually prepare.
That's
as opposed
cool.
to all their other shows.
Right, yeah. Jesus.
I'm shocked I haven't been forced to watch that. My wife loves that podcast. Loves it.
It's for women, I think.
Yeah.
Basically, I think.
I don't mind the dynamic between the 3 of them.
But if you think it's too cutesy at times,
Yeah.
this documentary will make you sick. Like everything is a little bit and a little joke, and Jason Bateman's picky what he eats, and Will Arnett's,
They're also like the interviews are not good.
Yeah,
Their content, their interviews with celebrities. You do not learn anything new from the celebrities.
I think honestly it would be better if they didn't do the interviews.
Definitely.
Like I'd just be like, talk about Hollywood
Yeah,
stories.
kind of like what's their names, right? I don't really listen to it, but the Always Sunny guys.
Yeah,
Like,
listen to
they
it.
go off on their own.
Also, like I don't know, like I know they're all famous, but like I would like how are they friends with Sean Hayes? Like good friends.
I can't remember.
Like I know how obviously I know how Bateman and Arnett are friends, Arrested Development, but like why is Sean Hayes? I get that they're
Had to be
all
in something together. Pilot. I feel like Arnett's done
I'm
like
sure
a
they did.
million pilots. That
right,
never
but
took
they should
off.
talk about that.
Yeah.
Like they should talk about do an episode to talk about failed pilots, an episode to talk about whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. You made fun of it. This is like years ago we talked about it, but like Dax Shepard is now to me the new Howard Stern interviewing celebrities. Dax Shepard.
Oh yeah, I bailed. I was never. It's just not my thing.
Yeah. But he's willing to go to places like that, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
What a talent. Hello.
Hey, Kirk, just picked up my high noons, gearing up for the 4th.
Fuck yeah,
Was wondering
same
if
here.
you have any fun plans. You plan to see Adam and Ryan at all?
I do not.
I'll
No,
hang up and listen.
I do not. Do not plan to see Adam or Ryan on the 4th of July. No, pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. How about you? Anything?
I was in Rhode Island yesterday. Watch Hill.
Nice.
Yep. It was a nice little day with the family.
Nice. Anything on the 4th?
No, nothing at all.
Yeah, same. Very cool, which I like.
I'm not a fan of weekday holidays.
I'm not a fan of the 4th anyway. It's just busy. It's just loud and hot. And I've decided I hate summer.
Yeah.
Except for golf. I just hate warm weather now. I like it with 62 degrees is fine.
It's a good take.
Yeah, it's gross. It's gross out. It's like soupy. I hate it.
Yeah, it was gross.
Hello. One or two more. I'm already annoyed.
Hey, Kirk, fairly new listener the past few months or so, I'd say.
Good for you.
I've been going back since about when Cullinane started and watching old shows, and I got to say, I picked up really early on. You're a pretty good judge of character and people pretty quick.
Go ahead.
What the hell happened with Clemmer? Because that guy is such a pompous cunt right from his first episode on. I don't know how you didn't see that coming.
Oh, I knew he was. Like I always say, this unearned arrogance. I don't, I mean, I'm like, with Clemmer now, I'm not even offended by Clemmer. He's living his life. Is he still doing that movie list from the 90s or no?
I don't know.
That stopped.
Wouldn't shock me if he's doing that still, though. Yeah, he probably is.
He's doing one a week.
Yeah. Yep.
But you know what's interesting is I was talking to somebody in North Carolina this past week. I forget who it was, and they were just like, everyone there kind of likes him. Like this is probably better.
Well, they're all on his level.
About going back.
What's that?
What's funny about going back and being able to hear all this is when you hear him talking about like Barstool, like because you're talking about the dozen. He's like, yeah, it's not the smartest group of people over there. Then he starts like talking about how like they're idiots and stuff like that. And now he's over there and he's sucking all their dicks. And
right.
He's talking about how he's so much better than them.
Right.
And now he's like Frank the Tank's handler, and it's just funny to hear him back then, and then now you see him now, and it's pretty funny.
I think the universal consensus with Clemmer is like not super talented there, like obviously not a huge personality. Like he's not one of these guys who breaks out.
No, he's a role player.
He's a role guy and he works hard. He's there blogging at 8 a.m, and he's there. You know, a lot of people there aren't there all the time.
Yep.
He's there.
I say this too, another conversation we've had multiple times. For some reason, I feel like Frank the Tank making all this fucking money on Cameo when his employer pays him as a talent. There's something weird about that to me.
I know, but he's like different. He's like, what are you going to do with? He's challenged.
And everybody makes the argument like all these comedians can go do live shows
right.
on their own. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like Barstool should be making money on all this shit.
Yeah.
And they don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I just missed a call from somebody.
From somebody you spoke to earlier?
No, somebody. Yeah, hold on.
We called earlier?
No, somebody who calls often.
Oh, okay.
There he is. There he is.
on the highest of holy days?
Yes.
Hello.
Jeff D. Lowe. Time for some trivia?
Hey, Mr. Commissioner. How are you?
Pretty good. Quick trivia. I know you hate the 4th of July. I just learned that.
Yeah, I do.
All right. I got some 4th of July trivia involving a 90s hit TV show. Specific episode. Are you interested?
Maybe. Go ahead. Wait, maybe. I think you might know this more than me, Jeff, but go ahead.
Yeah, maybe Cullinane is sober enough to hit the fucking dings and X's, but you never know on a Sunday.
All right, Jeff.
Mimosas. You never know.
Right.
All right. What was the name of the contest involving the women in the club in the Saved by the Bell episode?
The name of the contest involving the women in the club in the Saved by the Bell. I don't know, Jeff.
Miss Liberty pageant.
Oh, yes, I do remember that. I do remember that.
Who won that contest?
Did Kelly win it?
Kelly won. Very good. Mm-hmm. It's a very controversial vote. Zach votes for Kelly instead of Stacey. He's sticking it to Stacey.
Hold on. I'm curious about this, Jeff. You would know better than me. You think that Zach was having sexual relations with Stacey Croce?
For that week, for the summer, oh yeah.
Oh, you went all the way. Okay.
He got everybody.
Right.
He's a fucking stud. He got everybody.
Right. Because
I would go down on Zach. That's how good looking.
Wow, Jeff, that's interesting. Okay.
And then let me tell you something. What NYPD Blue, those ass shots, what a treat. What a treat. I don't care. What a treat. I know it's July. We turn the calendar, but I'm man enough to admit, what a treat.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What was the prize for that contest? The very 90s-esque prize.
Ooh.
Very double dare-ish prize.
Let me think. If I remember correctly, Mr. Croce was pressuring Zach to vote for the daughter, right?
Yeah. He's a corrupt guinea.
Jesus, Jeff. I don't think you could say that about the Italian community. Oh, what was the prize?
$500 government savings bond. Very 90s.
That's a good prize.
Yeah, it's very 90s.
Well, Kelly,
so these are going to be real hard.
Yeah.
Who claims to be a multiple-time champ on the obstacle course in the Staff First Members game?
I'm going to say Screech.
No, Lisa.
Okay.
And then the last one, who does Screech dress as in the opening ceremony? Bit of a confusion. He's supposed to dress as maybe a historical figure. Who does he actually dress as?
Oh, supposed to dress as... I don't know who.
Supposed to dress as Uncle Sam. He dresses as his Uncle Sam.
Oh, Screech. Jesus.
Classic mess up. Yeah, you know. Classic mess up. But yeah, there's a great scene. I think one of my colleagues will probably blog it. Kelly has a great speech in terms of what the 4th of July means to her. Every year I get teared up.
Was Leah Remini already sucked into the world of Scientology at this point, or no?
Not yet. No. And she got back out. You know,
I know she's out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's pretty good in King of Queens. I find King of Queens, and Kevin James is like weird to me. He's a little over the top, but I find King of Queens a good flip. That and Everybody Loves Raymond has been in my rotation recently.
Interesting. All right, Jeff. Well, good to hear it.
Yeah, all right. Sorry it's so hot up there. Maybe maybe Morikawa can make a run here.
I thought he was.
Even watch some of this golf.
I thought he was.
If we could watch some of this fucking golf.
I saw your colleague tweeting about this, Jeff, and I agree with him. There's no other sport. There's no other sport in the world where you wouldn't be able to watch an event while the final round or championship or game was going. This is life as a golf fan. You're learning. It is.
And it's across all things. You know, I'm hearing there's an amateur event that was filmed that we're going to see in 2027 over the holiday break, and only it's crazy. It is what it is.
Is there any other insight, any other gossip or rumors you've heard about that event?
No, I do not want to put myself in a pickle. I'm keeping it. Mum's the word. Mum's the word.
Okay, I heard there was a record amount. I heard there's a record amount of appetizers ordered at one dinner though at that event. That is something a source told me.
Yeah. Well, that's the benefit. Like you have a guy like that who just orders for the table.
That's true.
I like that.
That's good leadership.
The boys being boys. Yeah, the boys
leadership.
being boys.
Yeah.
Boys being boys. I will say if maybe there is somebody powerful enough, you played this year to like try to advocate for some guys next year. You know, maybe expand the event, and maybe a guy who hits the ball so hard he scabs up on his thumb. It also could be that he wasn't wearing a glove, but just guys who are good vibe guys.
Right.
Maybe come a full picture of after having a bad year. Now they're really having a good year. You know.
Well, I have heard rumors that this event, if it happens next year, will not be happening in the United States of America. That is the one. That's
really
well. Next year is a President's Cup year. That's an international event. It's overseas. Well, not overseas, but in a foreign country next year. So.
Is Canada overseas?
Yeah. Well, Canada is a country of my mom's birth. So who's to say? Who's to say? But yeah,
I would love. What about this, Kurt? Since you're down with the boys.
Well, thanks. Yeah.
What about one of those? What about one of those resorts, like a Sandals or like I don't know, one of those resorts? The guys go down, you're in the pool during the day a little bit, some afternoon tea time, hanging with the pals, sideways hats. I know it's flowing. Not for all, for some.
Yeah, maybe.
Respect and recovery, whatever.
Yeah, I think if I have some power, I'll certainly make a pitch to expand the field next year. That's for sure.
Yeah, and you know who? I mean, I just opened the floodgates here. Now we're talking open bar and resorts and young men and no shirts. You got to add Kathy. Then,
for sure. Oh my God, she will. Oh, she will be pleasing men left and right at the
exactly. It'll be like spring break '87 again when she's just out. You know, it's like Kathy, who are you dating? And it's like, well, I'm dating Oklahoma's offensive line.
Right.
You know,
we'll be finding Kathy's 19th hole on the 19th hole, right, Dave?
Unbelievable.
That's true. All right, thank you, Jeff.
Yeah. All right,
Commissioner Jeff D. Lowe with suggestive. I don't understand what's going on with him. Mm-hmm. Take one more. Hello.
Hey, Kirk. As we speak, I'm being forced to watch this Smartless show, and it is just so painful to watch.
It's just what's the word I'm looking for it, Dave? Like smarmy or just like...
Smarmy's probably good. Yeah, they have a smarmy attitude.
It's just like everything with them. I get we fuck around, but everything is that whole like, oh, what are you eating? What do you eat? The entire thing is about what they're eating. I don't even get it.
And then when they take dumps and shower and that is just such great TV that they need to share that with all of us.
Yeah. Well, thank you. All right. We're good.
Yeah.
How
much could they have made? How much could they have made to do that? Like how much money did they get paid to do that? I bet they didn't get paid shit. Who's watching that?
I was literally about to ask you. You think 10,000 people have watched that whole
Not
series?
even close. No.
This is why HBO. This is why these people just they throw money at these prestige things.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's an infomercial for the podcast.
Yes.
But these guys, like I'm talking, like look, they're playing nice places, but for private planes, crazy hotel suites.
Yeah.
Like, are they making that much money at the live shows for this? The venues don't look that much bigger than ours.
No,
like,
they don't do huge events. Didn't they do the Wilbur? Isn't that?
Yeah,
or
well, not the Wilbur.
No,
They did
the Medford
Wank.
one.
Oh, they do the Medford one?
I
That's
forget.
2,000 people.
Yeah. Ed Sheeran did the Wank Theater before his Gillette shows.
And the song's getting loose. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. We're back Wednesday with Mike. We hope. And then Friday with whoever. Please go listen to those. Watch the YouTube channel. It's important to me. Anything else on your end?
Nope.
All
All
right,
good.
All right. Goodbye.